Hey guys, welcome back to the layout. So today I've got something a little different for you. I wanted to show off my CMX HO brass track cleaning car. Now, these have been around for a long time and there's nothing new that I want to go over, but I do just want to mention a couple things as it pertains to me, because in a lot of the videos that I watched, some things weren't specified and I had a few more questions. So hopefully this fills in the gaps for anybody looking to possibly purchase one of these. This is obviously not sponsored by them. I bought this from Otter Valley and I got a couple extra cleaning pads while I was at it. So just to start off, my main concern, I was really worried about it not taking the 15-inch radius curves on my layout, and it can. So it actually, this part, and there's a part up there, is about 14 and 3/4, and it does the entire layout without issue, radius wise. So I bet that you could probably get it down to at least a 14 and a half. Anything under that, I'm not sure. You would have to test, but it definitely will do 15-inch radius curves. So that is a huge deal for me. That's my main concern. I was really worried that it wouldn't work and I would have to either return it, or I actually made a deal with Chris that he would buy it off me if this didn't work. But thankfully it does, because I have been running it around the layout. It's done approximately 5 laps. The first two were on the main line up here and down here, and the second two I switched it to go down here and just in the first yard track. Now, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. Obviously in a lot of these videos people talk about the quality, and it is very well made, very well designed. I'm very happy with it. It's very easy to use. It looks extremely intimidating, but really it's not. And it looks, it's smaller than it looks as well. You can see that compared to the DS44 1000, it's actually smaller, which helps with the smaller radius curves. So I'm really happy about that. In the box, it came with the instructions, a syringe, some extra gaskets, and about a 2.5-foot section of spare cleaning pads. Now, I wasn't sure how long this would be, because again, I couldn't really find much data on it. So I actually bought 5 spares. So I've got I started off with 12.5 feet of track cleaning pads, so I'll be using them for quite some time, which is great. In mine, I'm using 100% pure acetone, and this is just donated to the layout graciously from my wonderful wife. Thank you. And it works great. This is what I used to help get the rest of the paint off the track after I painted my track, and I actually used this with Q-tips to manually clean my layout up until this point. And I tell you, you think you did a good job, but this just blows it out of the water, because I cleaned every piece of track I could find, or so I thought, on Tuesday, and had the guys over for the operating session on Wednesday. Now, everything ran spectacular, but I do run current keepers or keep alives in my locomotives, all 4 of them. So, that gives me a little bit of leeway when it comes to dirty track and whatnot. So I don't typically have any problems, but I still want to keep the track tidy, and especially underneath where I can't get to my lower reversing loop is a very crucial part of my layout, and if the dirty track is prominent, then things are going to get stuck down there that I can't really afford to get stuck down there. Now, I will say this is quite heavy, and due to my inclines and things like the double slip switches and my crossover, I actually have all 3 locomotives running in a consist, pulling and pushing it, as you can see. So I've had it running this way with the road switcher and the regular switcher in front, and then getting pushed by the last small switcher. This setup works really good. I haven't had to modify the CMX in any way. I'm actually very pleased with it, and I'm ecstatic that it works, and it works well. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show it off. Here's the first two pads. So this was about 2.5 laps of just the main, and like I said, when I transferred it over, you can see where the double slip switch dirties it up in the middle. And that's really impressive because, like I said, I go through the entire layout with Q-tips and acetone, but I just can't press hard enough. And instantly I saw results. I did have to play around. At first I started with just the 2 diesel switchers and I got some wheel slip. So I added the third locomotive and just toured it around, and things work great. Now, I don't necessarily have to be pushing and pulling. I think it looks super cool, and I like seeing it go around the layout. But for the yard tracks and the industries, I plan to just have it at the end so I can shunt it in and get the maximum amount of cleaning. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to mention that. I had talked about ordering it in my last layout update, and on my live I talked about it, and I've been talking about it for quite some time, and I finally bit the bullet, and I'm so happy that I did, because I was so worried, but I needed a solution, and here we are. Everything works incredible, and I'm really happy. I'm not going to go through how to use it or how to set it up. The instructions are going to do a much better job than I will. But I just wanted to make this quick video. I don't typically talk about every little piece of rolling stock I get, but obviously this is a big deal. And this is day 1. Like I said, about 5 passes. But I would so far recommend this. So, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. I will try to test whatever I can. But the big thing for this video is the CMX HO track cleaning car will do 15-inch radius. So that is incredible. I am so happy. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, enjoy your bacon.